Hey guys, Chris with Nichols Retirement Empire. I haven't cooked on the channel in a long time. I've cooked on Tammy's channel. I haven't cooked on my channel. So today, we just put this recipe on her channel, I don't know, a month or so back. But we have this fantastic looking chuck roast. I love chuck roast. By far, my favorite roast. And I'm going to braise it on the stovetop today. This is so easy to do and it is so good. So let's get started. Let me show you how we do it. Now Tammy has this recipe in her volume 3 cookbook. If you want a written recipe, you can go on ColorValleyCooks.com and see that. But if you're just here to see me, thanks for watching. I'm glad you're here. Because there are people that watch my channel that don't watch hers, believe it or not, because there's way more that watches hers than watches mine. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some kosher salt and some black pepper on both sides of this roast. And really, you need to let your roast get to room temperature. And I'm going to put some pepper over here too on this side. All right, and the next thing is we're going to coat it in flour. Self-rising is best if you have that. If you don't, regular flour is fine. All purpose. All right, so let's get it on this side. Really good. Get it on this side. Really good. And on the edges, okay, I'm going to get this good and hot. This is a braiser. A braiser, if you've never watched me before, a braiser has a lid that does not have a hole in it. Okay, so when I put this lid on this and I cook it on the stovetop with this lid, it's going to keep all the moisture in there. Okay, and that's what a braiser is. So anything that you have a good solid lid on, you can call it a braiser. A Dutch oven is a braiser, anything like that. Okay. All right, while that's heating up, all right, let's wipe off this flour into the sink. I'm gonna start prepping a few of these vegetables here. We're gonna use carrots. Use celery. Now this is going to be chopped up in large chunks because it's just going to be in there for flavor. We're not even going to eat this part. Some garlic. Peeled whole cloves are fine. You can cut it up if you want. All right, so a couple of cloves there. All right. This onion. Cut it in large chunks. All right, let's get this meat going right here. Okay, we're going to sear this on all 4 sides. All right, take this flour's all coated in there, is to take cold water, not hot water, cold water. If you take cold water, you'll be able to wash this out, the flour out, a whole lot easier. Now, the places where I didn't have it dried off good, that had the flour in there before, in other words, that had the moisture, okay, from the meat in there before, you can see they're still kind of sticky, all right? But if you keep it dry, you can wash that flour right out. If I took hot water and I threw hot water in there, it would just become one big gummy mess, like it's like what's in the bottom of that, where that moisture was. Hot water does not work with flour. Okay, so let's continue with what we got going on here. I'm going to peel these carrots. Take but a second. That meat's back there, getting cooked, getting seared. And really, if you wash these carrots really good, technically, you don't have to peel them. They'll be fine without peeling them, as long as you wash them. So, finish up our prep work here. And we got a little rosemary right here. I'm going to leave it on the stem. I'm going to leave the rosemary on the stem that I got from the garden. There you go. That's a good sear. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to wait about a minute or two, and then I'm going to start putting in all my other ingredients. Because that flour and that sear on the meat and all that kind of stuff, what it really does is kind of help add to the flavor. Because you got that cooked flour in there. The cooked flour has a flavor to it. I'm going to cut it down to simmer. And I'm going to start adding everything else that goes with it. The carrots, the celery, the onions. The rosemary, garlic. Add it all in there. 5 shakes. Worcestershire or 6. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, garlic powder. Teaspoon of dried parsley. Teaspoon of dried basil. Or basil. If your name's Gordon Ramsay, it's basil. Now I've cut it down to simmer, okay, so this is slowly cooling off. 1/4 cup of butter. 2 cups of beef broth or beef stock. Okay. All right, then I'm going to add enough water to cover the roast. All right, that's good. Put the lid on it. And now you got enough time to watch an entire baseball game or football game before this is going to be ready. So that's how easy it is. I got a little bit of cleanup to do, not much. Let's go through the list, make sure I didn't forget anything. I got the chuck roast, got the flour, ground pepper, salt, roasted garlic powder, got it. Freeze-dried parsley and basil, got it. Fresh rosemary, got it. Onion, garlic clove, celery, carrot, 2 cups stock, 5 shakes of Worcestershire, olive oil, 1/4 cup of butter, water to cover it. There you go. Simmer 5 to 6 hours. So I'm just going to leave this camera on for the next 5 or 6 hours, and I'll expect you guys to watch it until it's done, and you yell at me and let me know. Well, I guess since we have all this time, 5 or 6 hours is a long time, I can show y'all. We just had Tropical Depression Debbie come through, and I'll take you around the yard. We did not have hardly anything. We got some rain and a little bit of wind, but that's about it. But now here, if the wind blows any at all, you get all kind of stuff to fall. Oh, speaking of falling, right there is where Tammy decided the other day she was going to pull the hose from out there over here to wash off the concrete, and she was pulling it backwards, and she tripped right there, hit her jaw right there on that plastic part over there. Luckily didn't hit her head and knock herself out on concrete or anything. And so she's hurting, she's sore, she's got a big old nasty bruise on her chin. So I've been doing the cooking the last couple of days while she is in recovery. So, but she's okay. She's doing all right. So that limb right there fall. My chickens are all fine and dandy. Nothing's happened to my chickens. I've had to run off a couple of raccoons here lately, but I don't think they're going to be coming back. Let's see. We got... Hello, girls. Y'all feeling okay? Okay, we got these few... You can see just a few little limbs fall, which is... I mean, if the wind blows at all here, I'm going to have some limbs fall. Sometimes they just fall for no reason whatsoever. When you got these big live oaks like this, that's what they do. That limb right there fell right on my thing right here, my little frame that I put my netting on for my tomatoes and stuff, and broke it. I had one thing out here, and that limb fell right on that and broke it. The front yard, more of the same, just some limbs. You can see laying out there and stuff. We've been very lucky. We might get a little bit more rain this evening, maybe on into tomorrow, maybe a touch of wind, but nothing really bad. So we really dodged a bullet with this one. Wasn't too bad at all. But now there has been flooding and stuff around us and all that. But right here where we lived, we ended up doing all right. So let's just wait, be patient for our delicious meal. We've had some really good eating the last couple of days, because all we've been able to do is sit at home and cook and eat. Okay, guys. This has been cooking about 3 hours. Most of this stuff is pretty mushy. I might try to save these carrots because I don't have a whole lot of carrots to put in it for the vegetables. But I'm gonna strain out all the stuff that's in here right now. So I've skimmed out all the junk. All right, these are all the carrots that I have. So trim the ends off of them. And I may, like I said, have to use some of those carrots that were left over, because they're edible. The ones that were left in that pot of leftovers that I had. All right, I'm gonna take all of these potatoes. That's what I got. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna cut that back on. I've got it on about a medium heat. I'm gonna let it cook 30 minutes, okay? Then I'm gonna take this lid off and I'm gonna reduce all that liquid down, and you're gonna be left with that meat with the fat pretty much kind of all rendered down, and it's gonna have a ton of flavor in it, because all that flavor that I have in that came out of all those herbs and everything that's in that liquid right now is all gonna reduce and become more concentrated and be really good.
When we started videoing.
Amy is here. The dogs are here. Tammy is
I don't want
here.
to be on camera.
Oh, wow. Angry.
Was that happy?
Yeah, she's
Probably.
scared of the cat. Amy's cat. All right, Amy, I want you to taste this roast and tell us
Okay.
how it is. So let's plate it up. You're in charge of plating. Now I've not let it reduce all the way down.
Did you not use your speakers?
No,
That's for the oven.
I know. She never cuts the oven off.
Big plate.
Okay,
All
that's a big
pieces.
roast. Yeah, that's a very good
Beautiful.
shuck roast.
With the carrot.
Good choice.
And some potato.
Nice plate.
Carrot.
Nice plating, Amy.
Should I do another chunk of meat? Some
You
gravy.
need another potato.
Another potato?
Yeah.
Another tater. Tater.
Okay. You gonna get a biscuit?
Yeah.
Let's see. You want green beans?
Yeah.
Let's.
I got these out for your man because he likes them. Is this going to be his
Beans.
plate?
Some beans. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna need you to taste it. Are you gonna taste it? So you're gonna taste the roast.
Beautiful. Mom, can you hand me a fork?
You want to take a picture of it, Chris?
Huh?
You want to take a picture of it?
I'm just gonna have a little bite of the meat.
Nah, cause I'm just gonna.
Right.
Let us know if it's salty enough.
I will.
Taste test.
Taste test.
Be careful, Amy. Be careful. It's hot.
It is delicious.
Delicious.
It's perfect.
It's
I don't think
perfect.
it needs anything.
Amazing.
I knew it. Why is your cat like that?
Does
Sorry.
she do that at home?
Yeah.
The end of the video.
You need to discipline
There's
her.
the roast.
She's
There's
just
Amy.
so cute.
There's Tammy. There's the roast.
You're not going to show Chris?
I showed Chris. I just didn't say, there's Chris.
There's Chris.
There's Chris. There's the plate again.
Chris's plate.
Bye.